My name is Odunsi, and I'm pleased to be in your midst this evening. We have many things in common that you don't know yet, but many years ago, maybe some 30-something years ago, I was in the same situation like you are now, haven't finished school, coming back to Nigeria, and wondering what I was going to do. Actually thinking that I was going to take up employment, but I would take it up after because my children were very young at that time. One was not quite, maybe 2 years, another one was already some 3 or 4 months. So I didn't want to leave them with anybody, so I felt okay, I would try my hands at some things and then I would get a job later. But that later has never happened till today. I never got a job. So from when I left school, I have been working for myself. So you see that, and you too, you have ideas, which we are hoping will translate into something substantial for you to be able to be your own employer. So I want to congratulate you for having made this far. Because I have not been here with you, except those that are in the Greek, that have seen your paper somehow. I don't really know most of the people here. So while we are setting up, I would like to just do a bit of introduction by the teams. I've told you who I am. So I run a consultancy firm called Experiential Consult. I also run a manufacturing firm where we make juice from Zobo. Okay. I train, if you want to clap, clap now. I also train entrepreneurs, those who are about to start, those who have started small businesses. I do that particular training under the International Labour Organization through a module they call Start Your Business. Never mind, I'll get it for you.
Thank you very much.
And I also train growing enterprises through what they call Expand Your Business program. Aside from that, we also train middle-sized companies through the IFC, the International Financial Corporation's Business Edge. Okay? The only people I'm not training right now are the conglomerates, but very soon I will be. So it's my pleasure to meet you. Now we will introduce ourselves by our teams. So I don't know, are you sitting by your teams or are you sitting scattered? Okay, I start from my right. So you introduce yourself, and if your team members are here, you just call them. And basically what I want to know, what is your name and what is your idea? Thank you. There is another e-learning.
Yeah, ours is multilingual.
Their own is
Just E.
they are just E. Oh. Okay. Multilingual with respect to Nigeria or with respect to international? Okay. Okay. Oh, you are okay. Yes, you don't know. So we are all welcome. We'll try to make it as lively as possible, considering the time of the day that is. But I'm sorry, I really couldn't make it here earlier than this. So we want to just look at the contents of what we'll be talking about, definitions. Then we are going to access entrepreneurial ability. Are we really cut out to be entrepreneurs? So you do a little test. Then we want to refine these ideas that you have into what we now call business ideas. Ideas are great, but in the business world, if that idea cannot translate to profit, we call it bad business ideas. But the idea may be good. Okay, so this night we will know whether this idea can translate to money or not. If they cannot translate to money as we have conceived it, then we need to begin to think in the next, before 48 hours, how that can happen, Abi? Aha. So this is what we are here to do tonight. Then, how to make a simple business plan. Because if you want to present your ideas, there are certain things that must be in your presentation that says that you've gone through, a well thought out process, that somebody will know that, okay, this person knows what, they understand what they are talking about. But the word business is actually derived from the idea of busyness. Busyness. And this idea of business quite accurately describes most business organizations. We are busy. Always busy, but most of the time busy doing nothing. Yes, because when busy does not translate to bottom line profit increment, you are just busy doing nothing. And I put this definition up to be able to get you to think, where do you want to be? Do you want to be a businessman, a portfolio carrying person? Me too. I'm doing that too. If they call another thing tomorrow, we are there too. That's the way of operation of a businessman. When somebody calls you a businessman, please say that that's not who you are. Because a businessman is busy. Now, who will read that for us? Look at an entrepreneur. Who is going to read? Okay. It's my left side that is raining.
An entrepreneur is an individual who takes risks and starts something new, has the ability to foresee business opportunities, gathers the necessary resources needed to take advantage of them, and takes appropriate actions to ensure success.
Okay. Which of these apply to anyone here? Which of that definition have you fulfilled? Which part? You foresee business opportunities. So this is the point where we are now, isn't it? We are at the point where we are foreseeing business opportunities. But have we become entrepreneurs? Not yet. To become entrepreneurs, we need to take some risks. Not only that, we need to gather the necessary resources to move us from the point of idea to gather resources that are necessary and take advantage of this opportunity. When I mean resources, material, financial, human, and anything that you can think of that will help you to succeed with the idea that you have. And then, not only that, even after you have done that, you are not going to go to sleep. You are going to ensure that it's successful. So that's the difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur does not do something and dumps it, and go and look for another one and dumps it. But an entrepreneur can be serial, which means you can start this business, you give it to some people to run, you start another one, because ideas are flowing, aren't they? Some of the ideas that you people have. If you are given enough time, I don't know what you will come up with. Yes. But so, this thing is not supposed to die. You are supposed to be dreaming it up and setting it up, and other people are making it work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know anybody like that in Nigeria who does that? Sets up this business, he hires people to run it, he sets up another business. Who? Yeah, they are called serial entrepreneurs. They are restless. Every opportunity, every idea. And of recent, I heard that he has divested from the flower business, concentrating more in cement and in oil. But he had used that business to leverage himself. So that is what will happen to you too. In my old age, I'll be reading about you. And I say, oh yes, those are ingenious boys. I actually met them. So don't forget me when your money comes. Let's look at one or two common myths about Nigeria. Number one, Nigeria is a poor country where it is very hard to make it. True or false? True. Ingenious team, you need to work. You need to work on the mindset of these people. There is no money, therefore I cannot start my business. True or false? Okay. True. Okay. Well, I agree, whether false or true. The right idea, though, will eventually attract its own resources with the right know-how. Answer to number one, Nigeria is a poor country where it is very hard to make it. Is Nigeria a poor country? In how many things are we reaching? We are rich in what? We are rich in oil. We are rich in human resources. We are so rich in human resources, the whole world is envying us. What else are we rich in? I beg your pardon. Okay. We are rich in corruption, but we are also rich in natural resources. If you have any doubt that Nigeria is a rich country, there are poor people in Nigeria, and there are a lot of poor people. But that does not mean Nigeria is not a rich country. If you take a look around yourself, you will convince yourself that Nigeria is a very rich country. When I was growing up, the only people that I know that were called Oyimbos were the British, our colonial masters, few Americans, Lebanese called Koras, and the Indians who are the science teachers. You may not know this, but that's how, those are all the categories of Oyimbos we have before. But today, you have who? Kokoyets, Chinese, Indonesians, Bangladeshis, Cambodians, you have them all. And they are living in the, you know, before they used to live in exclusive area. Now, no. They are living among ordinary people. Have friends who give them maybe one room upstairs in the factory with DSTV. That's all they ever ask for. And guess what they take per month? $500. That's the salary. Technicians, engineers come to earn in Nigeria. Why are these people coming even in spite of Boko Haram? Have you bothered to ask yourself? Why? Who knows?